Hey guys, Martin back, another CarCast, another week. The sun is shining. Still got this sore throat, just coming off the end of it, hopefully now though. As was pointed out to me, I'd have probably got over it quicker if I took some time off, but that's a luxury I can't really afford. So yeah, it's just tickling the end of the cough now, I think. Still in clearing. But anyway, so what we're going to talk about this week. So the charity day, International Tabletop Day. What a day that was. It was brilliant. So we had the huge big game of Zombicide, and Wanda was the only survivor. She made it out to the helicopter. Coincidence that Dave was playing Wanda? I think not. But it was good and people enjoyed it. It was an 18-foot map. We had the two big games of X-Wing going on, where I walked upstairs at one point, and literally as you got to the top of the stairs you could just see this convoy of rebel transporters that were trying to obviously escape across, I think it was 12 foot of space that they were escaping across, and it just looked brilliant. I didn't get to play because obviously I was too busy with other things, but it looked good, and that was important. And again, loads of people had fun with that. We then had loads of board gamers in, we had Malifaux demos going on, War Machine going on. These big boxes behind me are full of War Machine stock because we've got a Journeyman League coming up, and I've rearranged all down one side of the shop, got rid of a few lines of stock, and then I've also put in put bigger ranges out of other stock. So I've just increased the stock levels on War Machine so that there's even more there. So that's good. It's gaining more and more traction in store. But yeah, the day in all was good. We had to bring them by, and a few bits went. There's quite a lot of stuff didn't go, but you never expect it all to sell, and what went. And then we got to just before the auction. We linked up live with Geek and Sundry, so if you are subscribed to their Twitch channel, then you hopefully will have seen us sort of talking live on their show with a video link, and they want to do some more work with us, which is really good. So we're going to let them calm down after ITTD, and then give it a week or two, and then we'll get back in touch with them and see what they want to do, whether it's just some link up work sort of via Skype and stuff, or whether it can be as big as them coming to us going to them, whatever it might be. I'll happily go over to LA, I won't lie. Go and do the Hollywood thing. Yeah, that was really good. Really good chat with them. And then we did the auction, which was a car crash, but it was a good car crash. And the lag was terrible. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. There was sort of 18-20 people watching, and then the videos you could only video for a certain amount of time, so the bids were all delayed. It was a bit of a car crash, bit of a mess, but it was still fun. And all in all, as it stands, we're just shy of £300 for Alder Hay that we've raised, and there's still stuff selling on a daily basis. So we'll see what happens with it all. I'm going to give it another week or so, and then we'll send the money over to Alder Hay, see if we can break through the 3 up to maybe in the 400 mark. There's a load of the older D&D stuff that I'm going to put on to eBay. I'm going to put on, Georgie's going to put onto eBay, and then that'll all sell, and hopefully increase the levels that go over to the kids over at Alder Hay. So yeah, it was a good day. It really was a good day, and we're already looking forward to next year. What else are we going to talk about today? So I'm off to Warhammer World tomorrow. Ace Face is on Warhammer Live on the late show, so it's 6:30. I won't be there, I wouldn't have thought, for when he actually starts playing, but I'm going to be there for the afternoon, have a chill out with him, and some of the other guys that go and Sean and what have you. So if anyone's about tomorrow at Warhammer World, come and say hello. On the note of Warhammer World, or Warhammer, then 8th edition's getting closer and closer and closer. The community page is fantastic at the moment. They're calling it the new GW, and you know what? It is the new GW. They're talking to the community, they're engaging with us, and they're taking the mick out of people. There was a guy who put a comment on, every day they're releasing snippets about how the new phases are going to work. And when they did the sidekick one, there was a guy came on saying, "Oh, I hope we're not going to have to pay points for summoning like we do in Age of Sigmar." And Warhammer community's response was, "Oh, right, so you just want to be able to get lots of demons for free." Tzeentch player right here thought you guys love change, and for anyone that doesn't know, the Lord of Change is a big character in the Tzeentch force, which is one of the demons. So obviously play on words there, we thought you guys love change. It was just priceless, the reply to it, and it flared up a load of comments afterwards, which they're happy with. They're having good crack, so go and speak with them tomorrow. And 8th edition looks exciting. Yes, it looks like Age of Sigmar, with a few bits different to make it work for 40k, but you know what, Age of Sigmar's really working, and 8th edition just looks to be everything that we've needed for 40k, because it's been so overpowered and so bloated for such a long time. We're definitely adopting it for the Northwest Open, which, as you know, is sold out currently, but the reserve list is starting to grow. So if you want to get your name down for a reserve ticket, there might be people drop out when 8th lands, because they might think, "Oh no, it's not for me," because it's not going to be for everyone. Haters are going to hate, and some people will be, "Oh no, not too fussed on it." But the general consensus seems to be that more people are happy with it than unhappy. So that's one to look forward to. What else is going on? So I said we've got a Journeyman League starting for War Machine. That's starting at the end of May, I believe. At the top of my head, I don't know the exact date. But you literally, you come in, you either bring models that you've got, or you buy a new battle group. There's a load of battle groups in there, and they're about 30 quid. They give you basically a starting army. And then you just add to it as you go along. And you grow up to a tournament level of points, if you like, but you learn the game as you're going along, and there's prizes and stuff given out along the way, and achievement markers and things. So yeah, that's good. Malifaux tournament is not this Saturday, next Saturday, the 13th of May, and we've currently got, I think, about 16 players for it. We said we were going to do it as a 32-man event, and I don't know why, but it's just not sold. I suppose I get, because of the fact that we sell the 40k tournaments out, which are bigger tournaments and much more expensive, I kind of get to the thinking of, all right, well, everything should sell out, and they don't. 16's still massive, and I think it's around there, 14, 16, and there'll be a few more this week and next. But if you've got any desire to play, then just come along and do it. It's 20 quid for a full day out of gaming, and £200 worth of prizes up for grabs. There's just loads going on, and we just make a nice day of it. So yeah, you should definitely get involved where you can with that one. Anything else to go through? Said I'm going to Warhammer Worlds. Said about 8. Said about Malifaux. Said about War Machine. Said about International Tabletop Day. Said about the sun shining. I'm having to squint because the sun's bright and I haven't got any sunglasses. I need to buy myself some, I suppose. Everything's just going well. To be fair, that's probably the easiest way of saying it, is everything's just going well. The store's doing well. I say I've just had a big shifty round with stock and that to make it look better, and there's a few projects on the go, and yeah, it's all moving forward. Web sales are constantly increasing. Magic single sales are absolutely crazy at the moment. We're sending all sorts out every day, and we're having to open more and more boxes on a daily basis just to keep up with the stock levels, which is good. It's all good for the business. There's still loads of stuff to go onto the website, and as much as the website looked good when we launched it back in November, it's not really changed much, and that's because obviously Dave maintains the website and does all the bits that make it look right, and he's that sort of bogged down, if you like, with work at the moment, trying to get everything talking properly and everything else, that all his time's going into that. So the website sort of, it gets the new releases put on each week, as and when they happen, but we're not sort of maximising on pre-orders and stuff. We should be, and we will be. We've just got to get everything else right first. Ultimately, we launched the website too soon, but it was always 2 weeks too late. So I was explaining to someone the other day that the business itself is sort of 12 months on from where it's projected to be, which is mega. That's absolutely huge. But there are a lot of things that are 12 months behind where they should be. So you've got this going on, and obviously we're sat in the middle trying to do things from 12 months ago and trying to run at a pace 12 months in the future, and it's literally just twisting us and twisting us hard, to be fair, but we're getting there, we're getting through. Try not to get too overawed by it all. The main thing is we've got a great community and it's all working. Final thing to talk about, board games. We sell a lot of board games, we play a lot of board games, and we've got a fantastic board game community. We should be getting more people in. Tuesday night is board game night, and the numbers are hit and miss each week, which can be as little as there was only 5 in this week, and we've seen as many as 20 turn up to play board games. There's no charge for it. You don't have to own a board game, you just have a look on Southport Board Gamers, which is on Facebook, and just mark down that you're interested in coming, and come down and just play some games. Whether you bring your own because there's something you specifically want to play, if you want to do that, then just mention it on Facebook or just turn up with it, see what happens. But it's just a chance for people to get together and play some new games. We're going to start doing a lot more small light games at the early hour, sort of between, say, maybe 6 and 8, games that take less than an hour to play, so that as people are arriving they're getting straight into things and they're not hanging around waiting for a game. And then as those games naturally end, go into bigger games that might be a couple of hours long and take us through to close. But yeah, if you've got any interest in board games, then there's 100 people nearly in the group, and I don't expect 100 people every week to turn up. We'd love it, we can sit you up, it's fine if you want to, but yeah, just start coming down, just start coming and playing some board games. So you don't have to buy anything. Don't mind if you do, but you don't have to buy anything. But yeah, I think at that point, sort of 12 minutes in, it's a nice short sharp one this week. I haven't really waffled on, I suppose, this week. I've got to the point, maybe I'm getting good at this, I don't know, but yeah, it's all good. I'm going to cut it there, guys, and I shall see you next week. Thanks for watching.